I don't think I did either of them. So
Can't you plates level 20 for free anyway?
on the main game, yeah.
Oh, is that the main game? Right. Lisa will be disappointed then.
Yeah.
I'll just get to subscribe.
Yeah, just look, buy her a bloody subscription, Medi. It's $9.99.
Tell me about it. It's like, God, she's not worth that.
Even if she plays for like 2 or 3 hours, you've got your money's worth, haven't you?
Yeah. No.
She's not worth that now, but she was worth that 2 or 3 months ago, Medi.
She was. She was until she started ordering bloody paint.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yes, we can now, guys.
Now we can, yeah.
I can't get my camera to work at all tonight.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah, I know the feeling.
trying and it's going to screw up Medi's.
No, I can move people around.
Oh, we can see you're there with an icon over you. We just can't see it streaming at the moment. But little squares moving around now. You just looked effectively like Jet. Different picture.
Mine does this sometimes, and it's a pain in the backside. It's Discord.
There was an update to it the other day.
Yeah, do you remember there was that period during the D&D campaign when my camera wouldn't work at all for like a month and a half, and then all of a sudden it worked.
Yeah, Sorrow was having problems as well for a bit, wasn't he? Cthulhu.
It's definitely an update.
Oh, where's my notes? Where are my notes? I made a load of notes there.
That's a good point. I'll probably need.
So, apologies for the slight delay today, gentlemen. We are just about done with the crazy, crazy nighttime meetings. I've got one more next week. Fortunately, it's Tuesday, so it doesn't affect gaming nights.
That's not a problem. Gave me a chance to shoot off and surprise Lisa.
Is that surprise her with the divorce papers?
Yep, and some Maltesers.
Oh.
She just waited until she left the room and jumped out and basically shocked her.
Yeah, if only she could do that.
Not going to work, guy. The
You
thing
can't
goes-
hear you now that it's doing this. It
Yeah,
cuts
but-
everything off.
Maybe he's got your internet issues. That
Oh, they fixed mine, so they know what the problem was. It's squirrels chewing the cable on the telegraph pole.
Oh,
wow.
bugger. In the York shop, we used to have rats, because it's right at the city walls. We used to have rats going and chewing the phone cables.
Apparently, squirrels like the taste of plastic.
they eat lead. I know that they eat lead flashing.
They eat rubber as well.
Yeah.
They dig up my mum's garden.
Squirrels digging. I suppose to bury nuts. Yeah.
They live in trees. Thought I'd have my little bit there.
Maybe they
Oh, we have them running
dig
along the
holes
back
everywhere.
hedge, and thanks. Anglesey, we used to have red squirrels about.
Have you noticed that the squirrels this year are going brown? A lot of the grey ones around here have all got brown patches on them.
Oh.
No, it's just
I was trying to camouflage themselves.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean that's more what happened with the red ones. They just went grey.
I haven't seen the red one for a long
Yeah.
time. King's Forest down in near Thetford, I think. Last time I saw a red squirrel.
Right.
yeah, they're endangered.
And they are, yeah.
Anglesey's got loads of them because the grey ones can't get on the island, so
Yeah.
they're kind of safe there. And there's somewhere up in Scotland that's reintroduced them,
Yeah.
but generally the American grey ones have basically pushed them out because they're bigger and
But it's more disease.
they brought over it. The grey ones
bring-
brought over
yeah.
something, and their resistance, whereas the red ones weren't.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, let us commence this evening's shenanigans. Last session, you continued on your journey northwards, heading out of Ubersreich towards Altdorf, looking for the lost Cannonball Express coach. On the way, last session, I'm trying to think, you handed off Max Drenzler, the drunken highwayman. You continued onwards where there was some strange sort of pointing and staring and raising of glasses and nodding, pretending not to nod and pretending not to stare kind of goings on with a group of people in one of the coach inns that you arrived, kind of directed towards Volquin. You then continued further northwards when you okay. When you arrived at well, you were traveling through the countryside, specifically between 7 and 8. But yeah, between the Havelfurt and Blutrock, when you encountered a fallen, damaged wagon being assaulted by greenskins. One, the wagon. The wagon wasn't pulled over. Yeah, it was actually, wasn't it? Yeah, driven to the side of the road. Wasn't necessarily pulled over, but it was driven to the side of the road. And there was a dwarf, there was a halfling. The halfling had an arrow in the shoulder, a pair of humans, and a halfling. Yeah. You immediately set about chasing off the greenskins, the goblins, trying to either kill them or at least make them run away. You were successful. You managed to unwolf one of the goblins with a very well placed strike about the midriff from a charging Rembrandt. The rest of the goblins seem to very quickly withdraw as they came up against your resistance. And I believe where we left it last session was they'd just gone off into the trees. Rembrandt had followed them to a point, and then had stopped, watching them disappear and hearing them kind of disappear into the tree line, leaving the road and the vicinity quiet. So as the goblins disappear into the woods, the passengers on the cart peer at you over the wooden sides. One of them stands up, a heavy-set man with a long wedge-shaped beard and a beaming smile. "Thanks, Sigmar, you've appeared. We'd be spending the night roasting over some greenskins campfire were it not for you. I'm Joseph. Now, might I ask you to indulge me for a while whilst I see to my friend here? She's hurt." And you watch as this man with this beard immediately kind of scuttles over to the front of the wagon and kind of gently lays this halfling woman down, and he starts to kind of tend her shoulder.
I'm just going to whisper over to somebody. Do you think he did that? Do you think he thinks we did that for free?
I'm currently at the wagon, so I wouldn't have heard that.
Do you think he thinks you did that for free? Who knows?
Are you going to
Come on,
ask?
Rembrandt. Oh no, you're not in the. Who's here with us?
I
Who's
don't
in the
know.
cart?
The criminal elements are with you,
Well,
apart from
go
Conway.
and tell him we'll rob him if we don't pay some money.
So soon as I hear the word where it's going, I will clamp my hand over Ella's mouth and quietly whisper to her, "We've just handed somebody in for that. I don't want to get handed in for that. And I don't think you do either."
As he kind of, you watch as he kind of puts his hand over the wound and his hand on the shaft of the arrow, and he kind of, actually pushes it in and then breaks it, and then he lifts her up and pulls it out the other hand, and she moans and groans, and as he's doing that, he's, yes. Well, I suspect and suppose you'll expect some kind of reward for my foolishness, yes?
And I'll
Of
shout,
course.
"Yes!"
Yeah, I don't think you can hear from within the wagon. Let's come over and I'm not expecting anything. Does he look like he knows what he's doing while he's treating the wound?
Give me a perception check, average.
Oh, it's working.
I exist. Sorry, I just got my camera working. That's what that meant.
Oh, nice. You exist. You do exist.
What was that roll for?
Perception.
Check whether or not he knows what he's doing while he's treating the wounds.
I mean, to your trained eye there, Elgast, he definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I won't volunteer anything then.
Well,
Nothing to fear.
I can certainly compensate you when we get to Blue Truck, if that's acceptable.
Oh, you're heading there as well?
Yes, I'm heading there. I'll be heading from there across country over to pick up.
No, my hagrid skills didn't work.
Oh. So the wagon isn't a coach wagon, it's a wagon. And in the back are piles of timber.
Ah, right, okay.
Ah, yes. Well, as soon as I can offload my latest cargo in Blue Trek, I can definitely see my way to compensate you for. And he kind of looks you over. A couple of gold crowns, I think, is worth your time.
Can I burst out laughing? Oh, can I hear? Where is the dude at the moment? Sorry, I missed that while I was fucking up my camera.
He's not too far away from you. You're kind of all milling around now, kind of watching and listening to what he's saying.
Okay, a bit of a guffaw then, I think.
Well, we could certainly escort you to Blue Truck. So,
Yes, well, I hadn't expected to see greenskins abroad in daylight before. Yeah, would say serve me not to travel without protection.
well, strange things have been afoot recently. We saw a troll in Ubersreich. In the city itself.
Oh, wait, was that the room of the beast in the river?
That's right.
Maybe you've heard the story of Kay the Troll Slayer.
Let's find out.
This lady over here next to me, she was the one that slew it.
Yes, I heard that there was a group of feisty watch members in Ubersreich that had discovered this aquatic troublesome troll that had caused a few problems for the barges that travelled the river. And I heard that there was an individual called Kay. You know her? He says with a sly smile.
I is she, and don't you think that 3 gold coins divide more readily between 6 people than 2?
Don't I think that 3 gold coins divides more readily between 3? Well, I suppose it divides just as good as 3 silver coins.
And I'll tell you,
3 silver shillings or 6 silver shillings, he says with a
But you are travelling in the company of Kay the Troll Slayer.
I am travelling in the company of Kay the Troll Slayer.
Oh, roll
Yeah.
haggle.
I was going to say that you could regale him with your tale of the deed that you did with that troll that night.
I
on
could,
the
as we
dark
travel.
docks.
I could.
That sounds like something totally different that happened to an actual fight.
That's just your mind.
I hope there's no dragons in it this time.
At this point, he's kind of finishing the bandaging off and helping the halfling up and up onto the wagon. The others are starting to climb on. Interestingly, the horses were spooked, but they weren't attacked by the goblins. And he kind of starts to tear. He says, "Well, come on then, follow me. I'll be very honest with you. 3 gold crowns would put a serious dent into my profit on this run.
We'll protect you on the way as well, then.
But
As your bodyguards.
But I do have a good run of wine to collect in Altdorf to take back to Bogenhaven just in time for the Schaffenfest, which will more than compensate me for giving up a little bit of the profit on this journey. So go on, Kay the Troll Slayer. I'll give you 3 gold crowns to share amongst your friends here. Now, shall we? Blue Trek awaits. For a Blue Truck. For the next several hours traveling down the road, you kind of swap tales with Joseph. You tell him all about Kay the Troll Slayer, embellishing your part. Well, actually, you were the one that killed the troll, but you kind of slightly embellished the story. And
how dare you?
He chuckles at some of the things, and he asks you a bit more about yourselves and where you're heading and why you're heading there, and what do you do? And you find out that Joseph is is more of a he's a trader, but he's a river trader. He owns his own barge, and he plies the waters often between down as far as Weisbrook. and then up as far north as Altdorf. He's expecting to head down down the Blute from here to Weisbruck, pick up some cargo, take it up to Altdorf, collect some wine that he's expecting to be able to deliver down at Bogenhaven in time for the opening of the Schaffenfest, which is a week, 10 days away from now. Generally he's a pleasant individual, and very soon you all find his company pleasurable. He's a nice, generous man. Passes out the wine and stuff as he's driving along, and looks after his people. You arrive at the Speared Pike later that afternoon. Joseph immediately kind of helps Lottie down into the helps Lottie sort of in the. My brain's going dead. What's going on? In the Speared Pike, he gets medical attention for Lottie. That's what I don't know what's going on. He gets my brain's not working. He immediately secures a bunch of Vorbergland wines, like a crate of 6 Vorbergland wines to be sent to Lottie's room, Lottie and her husband. And then he turns to you all and he says, "Now, my friends, I promised 3 gold crowns. How about we have a feast? Come."
Instead of 3 gold crowns?
Hang on. Let me
Or
see.
in addition?
If I can remember how to do this.
Ooh, are we going to get the allocator?
Yeah.
This is where we expect Kay to spam the buttons to try and get all of it.
I tried to find in my notes because we've got a case of wine in the carriage.
There you go. Straight in there. Kay was straight in there, look. Straight in there.
Oh, that's not true. Kath was there before me.
Actually, what I think I need to do... there is still one left. How many? One? Who hasn't collected...
One going to check or something? No?
Rob.
Oh, Rob hasn't, yeah.
I haven't done what? Oh,
Haven't you collected your money, Rob?
Neither has...
And
I don't think. Yeah, Vulcan hasn't.
Yeah, don't leave it on the table.
Volquin, are you asleep?
No, I'm not asleep. I'm just trying to.
Oh, I just gained twice.
You gained...
Oh,
I'll take it off.
That button, didn't you?
There's nothing to click on. So.
No, because somebody's stolen it, because you weren't quick enough.
I have manually reduced it by 10 silver.
No, that's fine.
No,
Add 10 silver to your character sheet,
all right.
Jet.
Yeah, sorry, Zed, refresh my memory. We've got a case of wine in the cart. I thought I'd written down who it was for, but I hadn't.
Is it for you now?
A case of wine?
Yeah, it's really good wine, apparently. We're transporting for somebody.
Are we?
Maybe it's... Did Kay make some arrangements?
There was wine at the same time as the grenades at that point, if I remember right.
No, it's on this journey.
Crate of spirits, Captain Augustus Emstad.
We've got to deliver them to Erdmann Tempopoimna for 4 gold crowns.
Yes.
Thank you. You've got the details. That's wonderful. That's in...
When it involves money, I make notes.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And where? Can you remember where you have to deliver it?
It just says Altdorf, crate of very expensive spirits, 12 bottles.
Yeah.
See, I don't bother making notes of those because I don't know whether I'm going to be getting any share of it anyway.
You can count that you're not.
I had the intention of watching it back and writing it down, but I didn't. So I'm stupid.
That's not true. So I do make notes. So that crate of spirits was in front of everybody, so I couldn't skim some of that off.
Yeah.
But I do that anyway, of course.
No, but quite often you make deals. Yeah, you quite often make deals that when we're not there, so I don't know whether we're supposed to know about those or not. So I don't make notes.
You spend a really good evening with Joseph. He picks, he he tosses you the 3 gold crowns. You share that amongst yourself. And he picks up the tab for all you can eat and drink that evening. And as you kind of all settle in again for the night, Joseph bids you success on your journey north to Altdorf, and he smiles and he says, "You never know. Our paths may cross again in the future, Sigmar willing."
Indeed,
Totally
Joseph.
If you find yourself down at the Schassenfest, the Schaffenfest, come see if I'm still here. Maybe we can share another drink. More tales.
I'm going to shake his hand very eagerly and say, "Thank you, Joseph. That was a most sumptuous and voluptuous and gorgeous and lovely meal we've been through. That was brilliant. Thank you." I'm going to sound like Baldric by the end of this.
You've gone from being really Yorkshire to
I
being, I'm
know.
not quite sure.
I lost it completely.
So, the following day, you jump back in your wagon and continue to head northward.
That's a bit.
The journey takes you up into slightly more, slightly more hilly territory. The roads become a little bit more rugged and a little bit more uneven. The weather begins to drizzle. That irritating rain that's just not fine enough to be able to ignore, and not heavy enough to really annoy you, but that constant, drizzle that just irritates you. But it's warm because it's spring, so it's that kind of spring warm drizzle. The coach suddenly lurches. Jan, Lan, who's riding shotgun on the top?
I'm shotgun again.
You're always shotgun, aren't you?
Yeah.
Lanwin, you watch as Jan kind of pulls in the reins and he goes, "Whoa there, horses, stop." And the coach kind of trundles to a halt. You're probably this kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
He dismounts, marches forwards to where ahead in the road you can see a number of deep holes that have been some kind of, basically potholes. I'd say like Kent, but you don't live in Kent, so you don't know how bad our potholes are. But
I think they're bad all over the country.
Pretty bad everywhere, to be honest. Yeah.
they're
English potholes.
Bromley.
Welsh ones are bad.
He stares at them, glaring, shaking his head, stomps back to the coach, goes round the back to where the kind of the luggage area is, flips up a lid, pulls out a shovel, and as he walks past, he looks at you and then goes, "Come on then, could use a hand with this. Sooner we get this done, sooner we get on our way." And he kind of moves forward.
But there's only one shovel.
No problem.
I was going to say, have you got any more shovels?
There's another one in the trunk.
I'll go grab that then.
All right.
I'll plod along.
Okay. So, actually, there's probably a couple. There's probably 2 more spare shovels in the trunk.
Right. I'm going to look around to make sure that this isn't an ambush.
Yeah, I was going to do the same actually. I was
All right,
thinking.
so who's going to help Jan do? And basically, what you'll see is Jan will start filling in the potholes with loose earth and stuff from the sides of the road.
Well, how far do these potholes spread? Is it
There's
quite
3
a
or
distance
4
ahead?
of them. There's probably about a coach length of them, and they're. Give me a perception check. Give me an average perception check since you've asked that specific question.
Yep.
The holes are spaced apart exactly as you would see a wagon wheel on the road.
Yeah.
They literally dissect, they transect, if you like, the ruts in the road from the coach wheels. There are a number of bits of mud and soil that seem to have been pulled out of them, and bits of rock and stuff. And it just looks like a mixture of the weather. The rain has eroded them away a little bit, but also they've been deliberately placed so that if you could avoid the first one, you would hit the second one. And they run for about a length and a half of a coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna, after hearing what Elgas said in the carriage, on his horse. Sorry, I'm gonna say to Jan, let's get the voice right. Jan, this looks like it's been done here deliberately. I think we should be looking for somebody in the tree lines.
Well, you look. I'll dig. If any else of you want to help me dig, that'll get us quicker out of this mess. Especially if there is an ambush.
Okay, in which case I'm going to pass my shovel over to somebody else and jump on top of the... go back to my perch again and look.
Rembrandt's going to climb down off his horse.
Okay.
Pick up that shovel. I'll get you
All
moving soon enough.
Anybody else going to do a bit of shoveling?
I mean, I could help, but I'm a bit shit. I think Ella's probably more of the shoveling type.
Yeah, what about
You're the strong one, aren't you?
yeah. No,
Shovel.
you're stronger than me. I'm just tough.
Okay, Rembrandt, give me an average strength check, please.
Glad there are plenty of people helping me.
Oh wait, actually, I'm stronger. I'm strong and just not tough.
Yeah, there we go. You were saying that you were strong. That's fine. I thought
Is anybody assisting then, or am I just doing this on my own?
Wait, what are we doing?
Filling in the potholes with Jan.
Yeah,
I'll grab a shovel
what do I have to do?
and help.
Okay,
Can I
Vulcan
get
grabs the other
a
shovel.
10 modifier, is it then?
Yeah, it's average, so it's plus 20. So both of you give me average strength checks. We're actually doing an extended test. So.
Plus 2.
Hang on. Slow. Okay.
No, but yes, but.
Right, roll again.
Wait, hang on a minute. What about Elgas?
There are only 2 shovels, and there's 3 of you digging. So,
I'm watching for ambushes.
Yeah, choose between Ella and Volquin. Rembrandt, give me another roll, please.
Looks like Vulcan is stronger.
Average again.
Yeah, always average. These.
Vulcan didn't do it then.
Can I add my sturdy to this, by the way?
Yeah. What does that give you?
Benefit to strength tests when lifting.
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 10 bonus.
Cool.
That's better. I was going to say 99. You'd have probably broken the shovel.
Okay, both of you give me another round of rolls, please.
Me and Vulcan are moving some dirt.
Oh, you are going, aren't you?
One more round. Okay, nice.
Vulcan, you know how to use a shovel.
I do.
Yeah, he's an outlaw. He's buried all the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to take you probably to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon to kind of fill in the hole sufficiently enough that that Jan is confident that the coach will pass over them. By the time that it's finished, despite the drizzle, you're both hot and sticky from the work that you've done. You get back on the coach, back on your horse, and Jan kind of gets the wagon a little bit, slowly eases the wagon over the potholes and kind of, good job, everybody, good job. No ambush.
No, it's just that was very lucky.
Well, we're a little bit behind schedule, so let's crack the whip, shall we? And he kind of leans over. Rembrandt, you good for a gallop? Stretch that horse's legs of yours.
Why not?
Elgast, Master Elgast, yourself?
Give it a go.
And then he goes, and
Yeah.
cracks the whip, and those of you in the coach, you feel it lurch forward as the horses immediately start to gallop forward, and Rembrandt and Elgast, you both kind of hold on especially Elgast holds on for dear life, trying to keep up and keep this horse going, and it kind of heads off a good, it keeps at this pace for probably the next 2 to 3 hours. And then the sun is going down, and the sun is starting to go down beneath the tree line around you, and you get that sort of early evening kind of cast of spring light across the road. The temperature's starting to drop a little bit. The road starts to get a little bit more bumpy and a little bit more uneven, and then come on, you blighters, move! As Jan kind of snaps, and he kind of looks at you, Lanwin, as you're kind of gripping the handle to the side of you. We've got to get there before dark. If those greenskins are about here, we don't want to be caught in the dark with the greenskins. Yeah! And then the coach judders and rocks as it increases in speed. Those of you inside are finding that the protracted ride at this kind of speed, now that the road is less even than it was, the fact that you're kind of being jostled around inside. At one point, Volquin's almost sat on Ella's knee from the bouncing around. It's starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. Then there's a crack. The back of the coach collapses with a great lurch. You tumble forwards from your seat as the vehicle comes to a great crashing, skidding halt. I would like Kay, Lanwin, Volquin, and Ella to make average athletics tests, please.
As I'm thrown forward, I spring to my feet.
Ooh, okay.
I'm obviously going to re-roll.
Okay.
That roll on, you do a double somersault and land on your feet in front of the horses.
Okay, you crack your head against the top of the ceiling of the coach.
No, she doesn't. She gets caught by me because I rolled a +4.
Give me an athletics, just a straight up challenging athletics roll.
Oh.
You try to grab her
and as you try, and you bang your head against the roof.
You're a little bit too late. You kind of slam your hand into the roof above as this violent shaking and the cracking happens. And as you do that, you kind of watch as Kay goes upwards. You kind of try and reach out with your long legs to try and force her back into her seat, and you just kind of plant your feet next to where she would have been sat as she kind of hits her head on the roof, enough to create a small cut. And so can you take 1 point of damage, please?
Like I didn't have any grenades on me.
Langwin, you managed to hold on for dear life as the coach kind of hits the back, and it's literally being dragged on the Rembrandt and Elgas. What you would see is that the wheels on the back kind of fold outwards like this. They kind of come like this, and the carriage just almost hits the floor and is being dragged more than pulled by the horses. And you kind of watch Yam pulls up the reins and whoa there.
Ouch.
I do believe, Master Teamster, that more speed is a little bit bad for this cart.
Well, let's take a look, shall we? See what the damage is.
Yeah, I'll jump down my side and walk around and go. Yeah, and the wheels off this side.
Yeah, wheels off this side. Bloody hell.
What the hell happened?
Axle snapped.
Huh?
You got a spare axle or?
It's not easy to repair.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Yeah, you can jump down and take a look if you want. Give me an easy perception.
Huh? Oh.
Or average perception.
I was just checking if I had any skills at repairing stuff.
While I was doing that, I'm going to be watching out away from the cart towards the nearest tree line.
Did you say average or?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yes.
How far away are we from the coach house?
An hour? Hour and a half?
That's not good.
Horses could probably pull the wagon, but you'd all have to get out and lighten the load a little. Or we stay here for the night. He says, kind of glancing around. You all glance around and there's nothing. A few, there's trees, copses of trees and things, but it's very much middle of nowhere. You've not seen anybody for a couple of hours. Nothing. And at this time of night, this time of the day with the sun setting, it's unlikely that you would get anybody on the road until tomorrow.
So, is it open or could things sneak up on us? Are the trees heavy enough for that?
Things could get within bow range of you,
Right.
for sure.
Okay.
Things couldn't get to you without you seeing them, but that's assuming you can see in the dark.
Yeah, which none of us can.
Ella, as you kind of go to look to see if there's anything you can do, you realise there are some odd marks around where the axle has snapped.
What kind of odd marks?
They look like saw marks. And as you look, it looks like the axle was deliberately sawn, probably 2/3 of the way through.
Oh. Well, when did that happen then? Oh, hang on a minute. Do you remember those people throwing shit at us? I thought it was like a distraction or something, but I wasn't sure what it was.
Which ones? The ones that were
The thugs. The
Look.
first night we left Uberstrike. There was remember those thugs were throwing stuff and you killed one. by
Oh
accident.
yeah.
Ella, have you found out?
I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing because they didn't want to kill us and they didn't want to.
No,
They just said they want to make some fun.
but can you fix the axle?
No.
What's wrong with it?
Somebody's sawn through it.
Snap.
Somebody's sawn through it. Jan.
Yep.
Yeah, and see what Ellis. Come see what Ellis found.
He comes round, he looks at it. How did that happen?
Must be really tiny people with saws going right back of your axle while we were driving it. Or somebody didn't like you.
Well,
Can't cry over spilt milk. We've got a choice. We walk on foot. Horses can pull the wagon. It's about an hour. I reckon on foot, about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. Or we can stay here for the night. Now, me, I think I'm going to take my chances getting the wagon to the coaching inn.
Can I
totally
check
agree.
Jan's reaction to this?
Can you what, sorry, Jeff?
Can I check his reaction to this? As in, is he
Insight
really
check.
surprised?
Intuition. Just a challenging intuition, please.
Intuition, challenge. Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
He's annoyed that it's happened. He got even more annoyed when the cut, the saw was pointed out to him. Actually, Volquim,
Was it more annoyed as in I've been discovered, or more annoyed as in
as he kind of says, you know, well, I'm going to try my luck and get to the coaching inn. And he kind of walks past where you are, Volquim. You kind of hear him go, mutters under his breath, this is what I get for working with, for ferrying outdoor collaborators. So your sense is he's annoyed that this has happened, and in his head he's blaming it on you because you're outdoor sympathisers.
I will quietly whisper and what he's basically, well, what he said, and to the rest of the group, whisper it so that Jan doesn't hear. Pass on this knowledge.
Okay. You let the group know. Well, if you're coming with me, grab some gear out the luggage box and let's get going.
Should we put these wheels in back at carriage as well? Perfectly good wheels, these.
Yeah, we can do that.
What's the plan for fixing it tomorrow?
Oh, I'll pick up another one at the coaching house. It'll be fine.
Is that something they just do? You just get some new car? Okay.
Yeah, occasionally. And there's not always one, and there might not be one for this particular coaching company, but he can do that.
You don't seem very worried that the cart's been sabotaged.
Hazard of the job, my friend. Hazard of the job.
Well, who would do that to us?
Could be
People
anyone.
that don't like outdoor sympathisers, maybe. I don't know.
Could be another
Bandit.
company.
Can I have a look at the front axle?
You can have a look at the front axle. Seems fine.
Turn into a sledge in a minute.
Front axle is absolutely fine.
Okay.
Could have been another company. I know
Could
there's been
be.
some strong competition of late.
Could be.
I think I know who it is.
Could definitely be another company, I suppose. Jealous
I know who
that
it is.
we've
I know when it happened, I think.
jealous that we've got such a lucrative run from Weisbruck up to Altdorf, or Ubersreich, not Weisbruck, Ubersreich up to Altdorf, or Bruchthin as you're going to. Well, we're not going to solve it here. Come on then. You spend a few minutes taking the wheels off, toss the broken axle inside, help shove help the horses get moving, get a bit of traction. You load up some of the luggage and stuff on the... I mean, you didn't bring any luggage, just your packs or whatever you would normally have with you. You probably didn't have a lot, to be fair. there are some bits of paraphernalia like the shovels and stuff, but actually, toss the shovels. That's not a problem. There's a few other bits and pieces, and you can strap some of that to the horses that you have, and the rest of you can just kind of shove it over your shoulders and carry it that way.
Yeah, give that crate of booze to one of the horses.
Crate of booze, yeah, that's probably one of the heaviest things that you have. So you plod along the road, cold, getting wet. It's not too cold, but colder, getting wet, getting tired in the dark. Every now and then, you think you can hear strange whistles and just see movement in the moonlight in the edges of the woods, almost as if something is tracking your journey.
What do you mean by whistles?
Like strange noises, like a cat whistle or a bird whistle or an owl hoot that just...
Like we heard before the
Well, that's
group
strange. We're in the
outside
woods.
Uber
Well, we heard like a cat.
You heard like a cat kind of call, yeah.
same type of thing, where
So
it's
it's that kind of it's animal noise. Like you'll hear a hoot, and then you swear you hear a response from across the tree line, the other side of the road, and your imagination is telling you that you're going to be ambushed. So all these noises are just creating this sense of heightened
paranoia.
sort of not paranoia, but
Tension.
yeah, maybe tension. Yeah.
Does the wagon have brackets for torches?
Yeah, it will do.
Okay, so we'll light some torches on it just so that we've got some light near us.
Yep, you like torches.
Which makes us.
We're now all blind.
We're now all
Well,
blind.
they're behind us. Anyone looking at us will be blind.
No, anyone
We're
looking at us will
outside.
see a massive coach with lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, well, we've got the light behind us, so we're not going to be blind. They're going to be on the cart. We're walking around the cart.
We are also heavily outlined.
Yeah. But do you really think that anything in the trees isn't going to know we're here with horses dragging a cart around? It's not going
I'd
to be
rather
quiet.
not have any torches on, thank you, because I'd be sitting ducks. Anyone shooting arrows at us?
I agree with Ella. I don't think it's right. We should be having torches. We just go by skylight, and it should be fine.
How well lit is the night, Stud? We have a big glowing green moon, or
I was waiting for that.
Big glowing green moon. I think my missus is playing with my light.
We can't tell because your backgrounds. Oh,
You've gone purple. Oh, now you've changed colour. Yeah.
Give me a couple of minutes. Just take a couple of minutes break. Let me go and have a chat with her.
maybe she
I'll
wants you
go
for
for a quick
something.
smoke.
I'm gonna go do a wee.
Whee! We're in Stormwind. Well, you should be able to do it as an own Discord server.
Okay. So the darker the the darker it gets, the louder these noises, the more of these shadows that you see flit amongst the trees. But eventually, unmolested, though a little bit on edge, you see in the distance the glow of the coaching inn. Arriving at the coaching inn, you're quickly let into this well fortified inn, and you're able to kind of offload everything, get yourself inside, get some food, get some beds, and get your head down for a good night's rest.
Which one's this one?
10.
10.
10, yes.
Standing Stones.
The standing
The height
stones.
towers.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I know that.
Oh, yes.
Name of that.
It's a fortified.
Has anybody read Troll Slayer?
No.
Oh, it's a famous inn. Because it's, I don't know if it's famous inn, but I'm hoping this is after what happened. Because the story goes that Gottrex and Felix discovered a Slandish cult nearby. It's actually the first short story in Troll Slayer.
And you are absolutely correct. It was once home to a group of chaos worshippers who were unmasked and slain by Gottrex and Felix.
Well, it wasn't. I don't think the people in the tavern were. It was actually they were asked by the landlady to go and search for their son and was it son? It was son and daughter in law, and they had like a brooch thingy. They went out to look for them, and they came across a coven of cultists, and they overheard what they were talking about, and they were going to sacrifice a baby, and so they ended up killing them all. They found out that oh yes, right, they were on a coach, but they got kicked out of the coach, so they had to walk the rest of the way. So they walked to the inn, and when they found the cultists, it was actually the coach driver was one of the cultists. And after they killed everyone, they found that kind of symbol necklace thing. I think it was a like a thing on a, and they'd found that one of the dead bodies had that thing on them. They found out that the son was actually a cultist as well, so they decided to not go back to the inn and move on to the next
There we
one.
go.
A little
I
story.
was going to read that book next
Are
as
you
well.
having a nap, sleep here? What was that?
No, never mind. Moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say, Mehdi?
No, I just said I was going to read that book next.
Oh,
The
sorry.
next morning,
It's only a really short story. It's I remember it was actually a short story.
Come on, Howard, Dart. Come on. The next morning.
It was in one of the magazines.
We're playing the game, Dart. Come
I
on.
think it was in one of the White Dwarf magazines.
Stop talking, Rob.
I'm just muting him. It's fine. Carry on, Dad.
morning.
I do talk too much when I get going.
You do sometimes, yes.
That's my autism.
The next morning. Good, and carry on. The next morning.
Yes, the next morning. Go on.
Oh, he spoke. He spoke.
He's here.
As per usual, you're up before Jan. You have to drag Jan out of his pit, get some food into his neck, and get him onto. Actually, turns out that the coach that you travelled in, the team at the inn were able to kind of get a new axle fitted and put the wheels that you recovered back on the axle, and so the coach is ready for you.
Oh, so they went out and salvaged the other coach.
Yeah, they've salvaged it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It showed a sign of battering and had been dragged along the floor. Some of the paintwork is damaged, and some of the wood is splintered at the back and stuff. But Jan in his kind of half stupor looks at it and goes, "I suppose she'll get us there. Come on then, let's get going."
I'm confident,
Mm.
but then I'm
Nobody
on a
else
horse.
comes to- Yeah, I'm quite glad I'm on the other horse at the moment. So
So I'd like, as you're travelling sort of northeastwards, heading up towards Point 11, which would be, what's Point 11? It's kind of like
Broken
your
Hearth.
lunch, your lunchtime stop, the Broken Hearth, followed by Point 12, which is actually your final stop, the crossed axis. And so far, you haven't seen any sign of this missing coach, which is ostensibly why you are doing this journey. I'd like you all to make a challenging perception test, please.
Do we think we're still being followed, by the way? Do we still get that sense of unease?
I'll let you know based on your challenging perception tests.
I do have a danger sense intuition that you may want to keep in mind.
Yes, you do have a danger sense. Mine triggered last night, just as we were being ambushed. And that's where the DM called the game to a halt.
I see dead things.
Okay. So
Challenging, was it? Sorry, son.
yes. Okay. Your danger sense has been irritating you for probably the best part of an hour. It's not enough for you to kind of feel like you're in any imminent danger, but equally,
A sense of unease.
there is this sense of unease. Yes. Jesus H. wept. Right, let me just sort this out. Just got to be away. Do this. All right, bear with me 1 sec. So as you round a corner, sort of, you're now in some fairly dense woodland area. But the path, the coach road that you're taking kind of dissects through this woodland. Again, you probably passed the coach going south, sort of westwards. You're currently kind of heading sort of due east, a mixture of northeast, east, a bit southeast, based on how the road is. Your general direction is going to be northeast. And probably about an hour ago, you passed the coach heading southwest and back towards the road that the inn that you've just, the Standing Stones that you've just been to. As you, one sec. Let's bring you here. What do you see?
Trees.
a wagon.
A wagon up ahead.
Yes. So Rembrandt, you and Elgast up at the front both spot this wagon that's kind of, it appears to have crashed through the trees, and is kind of wedged in amongst a bunch of trees, kind of from the direction that you're coming, sort of hidden, but not well hidden.
Good question, Zed. Should we be able to see much further than that on the map? Because we can see the whole map currently.
There's a key at the bottom that we shouldn't be able to see, or we should be ignoring.
Yeah, but there's no numbers anywhere on the map, so it doesn't really refer to anything.
So you can see the pathway going south, can you?
You can see the whole map.
Yeah, see the whole map. Okay.
I hadn't zoomed out until you said that, though.
Now what can you see?
Everything still.
Because
You might need to review fog or whatever it is, or reset the fog. Oh, nope, I can still see everything.
No, it's
Yeah.
because it's daylight as well, isn't it? It's,
hang on.
Maybe you need to take us off the map. Oh, there
there
we
we
go.
go.
Oh, oh.
There
Can't
you
see
go.
the wagon now, though.
You cannot see the wagon now because
There we go.
there you go. Gotcha. I had the wrong setting set, so apologies. There we go. Okay, so that's what you can see. Yeah, thank you for pointing the fact out. You could see everything.
I still can. I'm going to give my browser a refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're special. We already know
I
your
am
character
special.
is different to everyone else.
There we go. That's good. That's good now. Thank you.
So yeah, as you come around this corner, sort of slightly heading southwards, you see a glimpse of kind of pinky purple, a bit more purple than pink. The colours of the Imperial Expressway coach service
And cultists.
and cultists.
That's the bit that I remember.
You can see a little bit too much pink down that track.
You can see a little bit too much pink. Yes.
Really?
I don't know what you're referring to, Guy.
What?
Exactly,
Sorry.
Dart. Exactly. I'm going to raise my hand and kind of slow everyone. So I
Okay.
point off into the tree line towards the wagon.
All right.
I think we found it. I'm calling over.
Lovely work there,
Everybody.
everybody.
Loads of people succeeded.
Yeah.
Only two.
Yeah, a bunch of you would see it.
I'm just calling back to everyone. Yeah, something's making me uneasy about these woods. Has been for the half a day or so.
Okay, I'll go and check out the wagon.
I'll just keep an eye out as normal.
All right. Jan will pulls up the wagon a little bit away from sort of at that corner there, and just kind of sits, looks at you, and says, "Well, guess this is why we're here." Or should I say, why you're here?
It is, yeah.
I'll tie the horse to the side of the wagon that I'll walk in.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
Why are we here?
We're looking for this wagon. That was the whole idea.
Oh, was that the idea?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I'll walk on. And take a look and see if there's anything like bodies or anything. Whoops. Bodies in the wagon. Oh, what's happened to the
Kind of
horses?
not too far away from Elgas, but I'm kind of calling down for my horse. Could be an ambush further ahead. Seems like they've been taking wagons on the road, so keep your eyes open.
Will do. I'll draw my sword and open the door with the sword tip.
Okay.
So that
Going
leave it
over
at
to the wagon. The wagon has been severely stripped to the point of the leather coverings of the seat or the leather flaps that count as the curtains or the blinds have all been slashed off, and there's bits of tattered cloth inside. There's also a little bit of blood inside.
No bodies,
Beyond
though.
that, there's nothing. The luggage compartment is kind of, the lid is sort of skew with a little bit off, off one of its hinges. Looks like it's been kind of yanked open. There's no sign of any horses.
Any sign of blood from the horses, like they were killed and eaten or anything?
Give me an average perception check. So glancing around at the front, there's a couple of things you notice. First and foremost, there's some rather large-looking dog prints in the mud.
Okay.
And there are a bunch of horse prints leading through the thicket of trees to the south of you. Sort of the south, to the south of you.
Okay. I'll go back. It looks like that ambush we had the other day from the wolves and the greenskins. There's tracks of the wolves here. The horse tracks go out that way. So.
I mean, that's not solid because you just pinged the map where you just turned that said.
Yeah, and I saw
the
range.
camera.
So he's checking range to shoot me by the sounds of things.
Yeah, I've tried to move something and it wouldn't let me move it.
Yeah, I just saw the range and it's like, hang on, it's pointing towards me. I don't like this.
Elgast, I'm getting a really uneasy feeling about this. Our danger sense is tingling.
So there appears to be a rather hastily concealed way through the trees to the south.
Okay.
So we just ride straight on past and go to town to the tavern.
Yeah, get the
Then we
card.
don't get paid.
Kind of riding back and saying, I think we should.
Well,
We should investigate.
Our job was to find it, wasn't it? Oh, and to find out what happened.
Yeah.
Kind of peering through, you can see what appears to be another track beyond these kind of trees, and you look around, you can see that several bushes and things have been pulled up to try and conceal that there is a some kind of forest track running to the south.
What's the plan, Jet? You know the forests. I mean, Bogwin.
Plan.
Yeah, this is your territory.
Is it?
Yeah, he's an outlaw.
Yeah, it could be in mountains. It could be anywhere.
Is he an outlaw? I thought he was just a
Hunter.
He doesn't behave like an outlaw, does he?
No, I suppose not.
The hunter was Chick.
I wonder if
He's-
Falkland's got a
but-
person who's head.
I wonder if they got mixed up. Because Chick acted like an outlaw, and the outlaw was more like a hunter. So yeah.
I'm motioning over to the rest of the crew.
We'll just wave back at you.
Yeah, in the safety of the car.
I've got my bow out.
Yeah, I'm looking for my sword.
We need to go that way to find out what happened.
Are we going to have somebody stay back and defend this coach as we investigate the other one?
Jan's there with his
Blunderbuss.
blunderbuss.
Yeah, Yan, that's true.
Yeah, Jan is there with his blunderbuss.
I'll jump off and I'll go and investigate this coach.
Okay.
I'll start pushing forward. I'm going to try and where it's concealed. I want to see if I can sneak through there in case there's someone keeping watch to the other side.
Okay. Give me a sneak test then, please. Stealth roll.
Yeah. Challenging again?
Yep. Because it's opposed.
Yeah, not brilliant. Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of very carefully hogging or staying in as much of the shrubbery as you possibly can. I was thinking somebody was going to say it. But no.
Shrubbery!
I know somebody mouthed it, but they didn't say it. Staying in the tree line as much as you can. You suddenly hear a cacophony of hollers and whoops, completely out of place for a woodland like this.
Do I recognise it as greenskins?
You recognise it as humanoids. Have you ever encountered greenskins?
Yeah, I cut one in half yesterday.
About 2 days ago, you cut one in half, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds exactly like the noises they were making. And what I'd like you to do is roll for initiative.
I'm putting my hat on as soon as I hear that.
Fine, you put your hat on. Let us roll for initiative.
Oh, good roll.
Terrible this time.
Well, I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I'm high on the initiative. What do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, my initiative score isn't very good, but I've actually rolled higher than I normally do.
Should I be able to see that?
See what?
That.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I can't see whatever you see.
From where you are, Rembrandt, yes, you would see a movement that looks out of place in the woods, and that would be where the noise is coming from. So, let's begin combat. Rembrandt.
First of all, I'm calling out and pointing with my sword arm up the trail a bit, saying, "Goblins in the trees ahead." What's the scale like on this?
Should be 1 square should be 2 meters or 2 yards.
Yeah, 2 yards.
Yeah, 1 square should be 2 yards. Okay, I'm just going to move some of the blockage because there's artificial terrain in here which will prevent you from moving through the woods. If you go into the woods, consider it difficult terrain, so move at half speed.
So, what are the rules on charging on foot?
It has to be straight line, and you have to go at your minimum, your run speed.
Okay.
Or you have 3 speeds, don't you?
Yeah, we've got movements, walk, and run.
Well, no,
So it's going to be a minimum of your walk, and it's up to your run.
So, if I kind of skirt along the edge, can I charge this goblin, basically? Like that?
Yeah. How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
16-yard run speed.
I would say give me an athletics check. Make it an average check to make sure you don't trip over any roots. Because you've got to go in a straight line.
See you later, guys.
And if you succeed, then yes, you can charge him.
I can
Just
see them all now.
sort of throwing caution to the wind, you immediately rush towards the hollering sound as you kind of crash through the undergrowth. You can see a goblin with a bow, kind of one hand to his mouth, making this racket. And as you get to there, you realise just a little bit too late that there's another one beyond him.
That's fine.
Are we supposed
All
to
right,
see
roll
what's
your
down
attack.
below? Because I can see the camp now.
Yeah, we know
Any?
it's there, but our characters don't.
I presume I just roll away. Charging, yeah. Oh, I might not have done challenging there. Sorry. It was. It defaults to challenging, so that's fine.
Okay.
What I might do is use a fortune point on that, though. That was a terrible roll. That's a little bit better.
Have you targeted the goblin?
I did.
Yeah, he's got a little blue dot above his head.
Do you want me to re-roll?
No, it's fine. I'm just looking for his. Trying to dodge. Oh! The goblin throws himself to the side of your sword dodging you.
Fair enough. I did try.
You did try. Absolutely. Okay.
Right. I'm not going to be able to charge. So what's my maximum move? It was half. Is it half my walk
If you stay
speed?
on the path, it's normal. If you go through the woods, it would be count it as 4 yards per. You could try and move quicker. Again, would be an athletics test, but if you fail, you're going to fall prone as you trip over the roots.
Definitely. I've got to keep on going down the path, but keeping close to the trees for cover.
Okay.
Just to see what's down there. As much as
Okay.
anything else. So 1, 2, 3.
Hang on. It's not your turn.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Oh.
The
Does that
old,
know what I'm doing
it's
this to in between?
the old XCOM hidden movement.
It's the goblin in the trees that's seeing you, that's shooting his bow at you's turn.
Right.
So, as you kind of, and yes, you're stepping along the side. As you kind of step, you hear the whistle of an arrow. Give me a second. This isn't going to work. Doing this.
Zed, out of interest, how does ranged work through trees like this?
It would generally convey a penalty to the person shooting, I would say.
Right.
I don't think it really covers it well. Have a look. Oh, shooting on a round where you also move. Yeah, so you'll count as being in a medium cover, which would be a -20. So let me cancel that and let me re-roll. So you hear the whistle of an arrow. Ammo. This little thing is great. There's loads of all the mobs and creatures are set up, but none of them have the equipment that they're carrying with, and so it's a pain in the backside. Right, so let's try again. So it's going to be a hard difficulty. Okay, the arrow whistles, and you watch as it kind of hits one of the tree trunks near you, Elgas, kind of bouncing off and disappearing into the foliage. Definitely came from somewhere to the south.
Right. Okay.
Now it's your go.
Okay. I'll call out to the others saying that there are more to the south, and then I'll start heading down the path. 5. Actually, how far can I move? Is it? I've got to follow the path, haven't I?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So what's that? 4 squares.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
And I'm trying to hide in the trees.
Okay.
So that's not so much out of sight as giving myself more, making it harder for him to shoot me more than actually sneaking up on anyone.
Okay. Not a problem.
Because I can't get to him.
All right. Ella.
Yep.
What are you going to do? You'll have seen Rembrandt dart into the trees, followed by probably the clash of weapons,
Okay.
and you'll have heard the twang of a bow and the whoosh of an arrow.
I'm going to run off towards Rembrandt then, not through the trees, so I can. I will move to here.
All right. Anything else?
Can't really do anything else. I don't have any ranged weapons.
Okay, no worries. Lanwin.
Yeah, so I've seen Rembrandt run through the trees, so I'm going to move.
And you'll see Ella kind of run along the side of the trees, looking into the trees.
Right. Well, I've got my bow out, so I'm going to go 1, 2. So my movement is 6 yards. So I can go. Well, it's going to be that as far as that really is, it through the rough terrain.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Now, can I see this one here? The one that can I see Rembrandt's engaging
You
with
can
that?
see him. To shoot him, though, you will also be at hard.
He's always hard.
Yeah, always.
I'm assuming. I don't think you stack the penalties on the combat difficulty. I think you take the highest.
Right, we'll go for it.
Otherwise, you'd be on -30 because shooting while moving is a -10.
So I want to be on hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a point and use a fortune point. Reroll that. Feeling
Okay.
lucky.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Well,
that macro
the
works.
goblin can't dodge because he doesn't have a shield, and you can't dodge a ranged weapon
I think only at point blank.
at point blank. Yeah, we've had that
Yeah.
conversation before.
You
Yeah.
can if you've got a high enough dex, I think. I think I read that somewhere.
You can in Cyberpunk, unless you're mixing those up.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Cyberpunk, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Monday's game I can dodge, can't I? Because I've got a high reflex.
Yeah, you would also get a -20. Oh, maybe they do stack.
I think they do.
Yeah, they must do. So it's fine. We'll count it from end of this round. Everything stacks.
Well, you should still hit.
Yeah, you would be on your target would be a 28. You'd have got 2 successes. Okay. Anyway, he can't dodge you, so let's just apply the damage. So as you you loose an arrow as you rush through the trees, you kind of just loose an arrow, and Rembrandt, as you're swinging at this goblin, an arrow thuds into the goblin's. Where did it hit him? Into his body. Ooh. Impales on a different thing. Okay. All right. Anything else, Lanwin?
No, that's it for me. I'm going to be putting my bow onto my back and pulling my club up. I won't be able to start this turn, will I? No.
Okay. Goblin fights back, grabs a rusty-looking sword from his belt and swings at Rembrandt.
Can't see anything come up yet. There we go.
There you go. Sorry, I haven't rolled it. Go for your dodge or your parry.
It'll be a parry, I would think. A basic. Got my shield bonus there. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, not great.
You
Good
still
enough.
win. You still win. You take the blow on your shield. The clash of sword on shield rings through the wood. Slightly damp, but it's enough for the rest of you to hear that there is definitely a fight taking place in the woods. Volquin.
I'd like to go down the path.
Okay.
So is my movement not restricted?
Yes, that's fine. Yes.
So I can move, if I can see this properly. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I take it. And if I can see a goblin, I assume that I can probably see this one here.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yep. So could I have a shot with an arrow at this one?
Yeah, it'll be at -30, so I think that's a very hard.
Very hard, right?
Minus
Okay.
10 for moving, -20 for shooting into.
So
Well, actually, it would be a -50.
-50. -50 impossible.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll bother then. I'm not going to waste an arrow.
because you'll be you're technically shooting through trees, so that counts as medium cover, which is a -20. You're shooting into melee, which is another -20, and you've
Okay.
moved, which is a -10.
And I can't see any other goblins.
You
That seem real.
cannot see any other goblins.
Okay,
at the
and then
point in
I
time.
will end my turn.
Yay. Let's uncover this.
Where's that one?
That one. There.
Hey.
Elgast is looking a little bit alone there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm flashbacks to the first game.
Yeah.
I was fighting fisticuffs against 3 people while everyone else ran off.
You did fine.
You did very fine.
So if I chuck a dagger into that nearest goblin, what's the penalty I get on it?
So it's going to be -50 because again you've moved.
Yeah.
You're fighting.
It stacks out at -30. By the way,
Just stop out at -30. Apologies. Okay, -30.
yeah, I just brought up the rule. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
What's
Good,
this
good point.
stacking business?
Would that have changed your attempt to shoot, Volquin?
What? Just at -20?
-30.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bothered. I'd have continued going down the path.
Okay. -30.
What's stacking?
It's each of the difficulties, the positives or the negatives that apply to your attack. I guess the maximum you can have is +60, and the least you can have is -30.
Yep.
Ah.
So, okay, you're just moving across to there, are you?
Just moving.
Nice. He.
Oh, yeah, this is worse than the first game. Definitely outnumbered now.
Go through trees. What's he armed with?
Do you want me to make a stealth roll? Let's just see whether I have managed to hide in cover.
You can do, yeah.
Yeah.
You did say you were trying to stealth, so yeah, by all means.
I've just weirdly teleported with a copy of the rest of the team.
I saw that. There
Yeah,
are,
hang on. I know you have.
there are clones. For when
Where
we die.
are all the clones? Where is everybody?
We're still where we were before, but we had a copy of us.
Okay.
They've all gone now.
Right,
challenging or harder?
It would be challenging.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Well, you're all 41. Okay, can he see
Yeah.
you then? Have a look. Yeah, he will be able to see you, unfortunately. Okay, so he's going to shoot at you. However, he's moving and he is technically shooting through cover. So I am going to give him a -30 penalty as he looses an arrow at you. Well, I'd love to do that, except the game insists that I add arrows to everybody who's got a bow, which I suppose is fair enough.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a very hard roll. Astounding failure, not in any way. Arrow just crashes into the trees above your head. Can you double if you've got the book open, Evil? Can you double check on the? Yeah, just double check that it is for dodging melee ranged. It is only.
Yeah, you can only oppose range with melee skills if you've got a large enough shield, i.e., shield 2 or bigger, or you can use dodge if you're at point blank as well.
Yeah, got it. Cool. All right, so he's done that. Absolutely messed up. There we go. He's now on the tracker. And then the next one, get him on the tracker.
Seriously?
Elgast, are you going to verbalise any of this?
Don't worry, Elgast.
Yeah.
They're not there because you can't see them.
Yeah.
Okay. The last thing you'll see, Elgast, is you kind of crouching through the trees, trying to make yourself look as small as possible, is a wolf. A ride. One of the goblins kind of disappears into a slightly enclosed pen, and then you hear a howl, and you'll see him step out on Wolfback.
I'll be shouting out, I'm seriously outnumbered down here.
You should have bloody run off then.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
This is the way that we were supposed to be going.
It is the way you were supposed to be going. There we go. All right, that's him done.
Well, no, we got
You know,
to take
just
out
slackers going off to help.
Okay.
Yeah, because
This one is going to loose an arrow
we can't
at
see anything else.
Rembrandt. He's going to loose an arrow at Rembrandt.
I assume with a chunky penalty.
With a -30 penalty, yeah. Because again, trees give you medium cover and you're in melee.
Keep this goblin between me and the other one then.
Arrow whizzes over your head into and hits the trees, probably slicing through some leaves, and maybe some leaves kind of fall on your head in a very pretty way. Okay. Top of the round.
We need to start killing stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to try and push this slight advantage again by defending last time. So I'll give it a go and see what happens. Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
That is a good roll. Goblin will try and dodge. Actually tries to parry. Hastily parries with his raised sword. Fails miserably. Will take a total of, well...
Ouch. Yeah, you've done it again. What is your issue with goblins?
You kind of divert his attempted parry with your shield, and you just go straight across sideways with your very sharp blade, severing the goblin in twain.
They're weak around the midriff.
Yeah. I'm going to set you a challenge. Can you kill a goblin without cussing it into?
Why would I want to do that?
You still have
Just see if you can.
That's a tricky one. This guy's got a bow, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And I can probably only walk 8 feet, so 4 squares. Is that through here? Well, no, it's 2 squares.
2 squares, yeah.
I'll continue with my shield raised.
Yeah. Okay. This goblin. I
am going to shout over my shoulder. Help Elgast.
He's going to drop his sword. No, he's not. He's going to stay put. Now, did he see you hide? Let's have a look. Sort of knows where you are. Unfortunately, yes, he did. So he is going to target you again. I'll give him a -20 penalty for you being in cover. Let's have a look.
That was the main reason of hiding, rather than not being inside. Just giving himself some cover.
All right. Automatically lose opposed test. So arrow again hits the trees. Maybe sticks in one of the trunks of the trees, just near you. And now I'm looking at the tree outline between you and the goblin, and it looks like a person with a big ear and a big quiff to me.
It does, doesn't it? This one here.
Oh yeah.
Now I've pointed it out. You won't be able to unsee it.
I'm seeing Trump in profile.
That's what went through my mind. That's exactly what went through my mind.
Either that, or if you really push it, it could be a Ferengi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ferengi, yeah. Elgast, you're up.
I'm gonna move up to him and try and kill him.
Okay. You could charge him from there. I'd let you charge him. I just need an athletics roll to make sure you don't trip, or you could just amble up to him. It's up to you.
I'll amble up to him.
Just amble up to him. Okay, go for it.
Combat and weapon challenging. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay, go for a reroll.
Nice.
Right, he's going to try and dodge. Oh, you still beat me by 5 success levels.
Mhm.
So as you move forwards and swing, you kind of slice into the goblin. The goblin takes a lot of damage, 9 points of damage to be precise, but he's still on his feet. He squeals in pain. Squeal, little goblin. Ella! You hear Rembrandt from in the trees yell, "Help, Elgast!"
Where's Elgast?
You don't know.
I think he was heading south. So I guess I'll have it that way.
Yeah, you did see him go and investigate the cart.
Yeah.
You know he was. You've certainly know he was at the cart and he was pushing his way through a tree line. So
Yeah, I did shout out to everyone that the path carries on this way.
yeah, you did.
Okay.
Then there was some very manly screaming, right?
Yeah.
Very.
It wasn't so much screaming as I'm outnumbered.
Do you use that as half movement through wood?
Yes, half movement through the woods.
Yeah, some very manly screaming.
I can move here. Oh no, it's 8 yards. No, here.
Yeah, well, that's full movement, isn't it? 8 yards.
Yeah, but
Or
that's
you
I'm running. Oh,
Ah,
do I
right,
have to
okay.
roll to run something?
You have to roll to charge. Don't know about running.
Running's essentially 2 walks, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
but running
Yeah,
through
running
wood.
the 2 walks. Yeah. The charge. The only reason I'm making you roll for charge is because I assume you've got to run in a straight line, and you've got to focus on your target, not on the ground around you. Is what you're doing.
Okay.
You're taking more of a risk. Whereas if you just want to double move, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot you could do that, which is why I only moved 4 last time.
Just out of interest, my walk is 6 and my run is 12. Is that really bad?
No, that's actually good.
You're faster than us.
You're faster than everybody.
It's just that people are moving more than, because half of 6 is 3.
my walk is 8.
No. The movement is how many squares you can move, and it tells you the walking yards and then
Yep.
your running yards.
So my walk is 4.
Yeah.
I'm moving
Yeah.
8 yards.
It's a typical kind
Yeah,
of.
same.
So you're faster than us.
Everything moves at 4, apart from L's, who can move at 6.
No.
Yeah.
You all move at 8-yard walk, apart from Lanwin that moves at 6 yards. So Lanwin is actually slow. Why are you slower?
Why am I, that's what I was saying, because I've actually got a +1 to my movement.
Encumbrance, maybe?
No, I'm not encumbered.
Drunk?
Did you just eat a couple too many pies?
That could be the reason. Oh, yeah, I've got no more pies in my backpack.
I've got some. That might make you move faster towards me.
Yeah, so one of my talents, I gain a +1 to my
You know why? Do
movement attribute.
you know why?
Why?
You've got a torn leg muscle.
Oh, effects. That was from ages ago, wasn't it?
Why didn't
How
we
was
know
that?
that's actually heal you?
No. It's 30 days.
30 days minus your toughness bonus, which is 3. So yeah, 27 days. You haven't been on the road for 27 days. So yeah,
No.
you're still nursing a torn
yeah.
muscle.
Is that when you shot yourself in the foot?
Might have been.
So these healing drafts, would that help with that?
No,
No.
no,
so-
just restores toughness bonus in wounds in combat.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why
You deleted my walk.
hobbling. Basically, you're hobbling at the moment.
Yeah, did you delete my walk, and how do I get it back again?
I didn't delete your walk.
Oh, that's weird, because it went to 0.
Probably because you can select it and change it. You might.
No, I didn't touch it. It just went to 0 on my character sheet. I thought Zed had done it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're back at 6 now.
Yeah, I've just put it to 6.
Well, hang on. Let's do this. If I do that. Yeah, you see, now you've broken yourself. There you go.
I think it was already broken with it.
No, 'cause it went
Yeah,
from
don't
6.
fiddle. You broke yourself by somebody deleting it somehow. Okay. Continue.
Oh, sorry, so it's me, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
So
It's not
hearing
that one,
Rembat's cry, I'm going to move
I've
towards the road.
deleted the injury for now. I need to fix your character sheet. So, yeah, you can.
So I'll move to there.
Okay.
Okay, it's still my turn apparently. It's not now.
Okay. Anything else? Are you double moving or just?
No,
is that
just to there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody really needs to go and help Elgast.
He needs to stop running off.
In the direction that I told everyone we need to go.
With a typical bounty hunter always headlong into the fray.
I like the way you said that. Headlong into
I think the party
fray.
had selective hearing towards where the danger is, and they all ran the safer
I just
route.
saw 2 goblins and ran towards them.
Okay. This goblin here.
To be fair, when you went south, you weren't being attacked, but then Rembrandt was attacked.
It's going to move to there.
Yeah, but you went stealth. That's or something, right?
Yeah, I stuck to look through the thing, and I said that this is where we're going.
Volquin, you're
That's
up.
when it kicked off.
Right. Well, I'm going to continue going down the path.
Okay.
I take it that I'm still going to go the four squares, the 8 yards. Yeah.
Yes, because you're on the
So-
path.
So that's. But I can't see. Let's go down. Scroll in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I can see this particular goblin,
Yes, you can.
so I'm gonna select him.
Yeah, it'll be if you're going to shoot him, it's going to be a -10 because you're shooting while moving.
Excuse me, -10.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So click on there. So that's -10. Let's roll
Don't
this.
forget to target him.
I did tag it. Did it click off?
Yeah,
So-
It
it's off.
clicked off for some reason.
Right.
However, it doesn't matter because you miss.
Right. Okay.
Because you get 52 versus
I
45.
did tag it. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it flick on, but then it went off again.
Yeah.
So as you loose an arrow, again, you're moving forward. You see a goblin, and you just loose an arrow quickly, and don't take the time that you need to kind of lock in, and you just hit the ground nearby.
In return, there we go.
2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. He's going to charge up to there. Okay.
It's a party here.
Yep. There.
Okay. You're following Rembrandt.
Yep. And I think that's probably all I can do, so there's no point in chucking a dagger at it from here.
Okay. The ball. It's going to move to there. And yeah, he's going to fire an arrow at Volquin. Range is it? He has moved, so it's going to be. All right.
So I can't dodge because it's not on me.
Correct. So I just bypass all the rolls.
Yep, and I
Arrow
can't have a shield. So
yeah, the arrow hits you.
Okay.
Can I get an endurance test, please? Easy.
oh god, endurance. Click on
That's alarming. What's the
easy.
endurance test for? Nailed.
Nailed it. It is 4 well, you don't know.
That'd be poison or something.
Festering knob rot.
Oh no, I'm
It is actually festering wound. That's exactly what it's for.
It will never leave you across
It's every
games.
game, you know.
Lingering, it's researching.
At some point in the game, Jet, you've got to get festering knob rot.
I need to jump into some really, really crappy water again, don't I?
Yeah. So you take some damage. You take 2 points of damage from the arrow as it kind of grazes across your right arm, actually.
Okay.
And for a moment, it stings, but your normal kind of constitution and endurance, you kind of push down any infection that you might get. Twisted Goblin. All right, he's gonna go. Woohoo! Charges towards you on his wolf. That's a double move.
It be right.
Okay, the last one here is going to try and panically shoot at Rembrandt. Again, minus 20 though, because Rembrandt's no longer in melee. But he is firing through tree line. Another arrow kind of thuds into the trees near you, Rembrandt, from that goblin that's hastily trying to shoot you.
How fast? What's the movement speed of a wolf?
24.
So that's what?
That is 12 squares.
Nice. I think he's
On
dead.
a run. So it's like
Well, maybe.
You're not going to make your challenge, are you? He's going to be cut in half again.
See if he can parry.
Another-
No, see if he can dodge, sorry. Target of 5 success levels.
And a
Fails
crit.
miserably. Roll your critical.
I'm not going to tear him off with that.
he loses a leg.
So he's gonna get a bleeding.
Oh, was I meant to do the plus 40 critical? Sorry.
No,
Was
and
that-
now do another critical.
Oh, okay.
Why another one?
I'll explain in a sec. Shattered pelvis.
There
I
we
didn't
go.
quite get through that midriff.
No,
A little
just
bit
his
tougher.
leg.
Bones
Um,
out of the way.
One leg.
So the reason,
Went through his pelvis via his leg.
so the reason why 2 criticals. So the first critical is triggered by the fact that Evil rolled a 22. So any double numbers count as a critical if it's a success.
Mhm.
The second critical is triggered by the fact that the total amount of damage that he does pushes the creature, applies 15 points of damage, which technically is an insta-kill on the goblin, but because the rule system, the way that it's geared up, is it puts him into unconscious state, then the unconscious state triggers another critical, and that critical is a shattered pelvis, which is death. So basically, you kind of hit into his pelvis, you sever the leg, drive through to the next, and the traumatic shock kills the goblin.
Happy with that.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
just
that's
like
quite a good result.
you're like a harvester.
It's goblins, you see.
Okay. This
Sigmar's with me.
this goblin is going to drop his bow, pull out this rusty sword, and have a swing at Elgast. He's going to roll a 98, but you still technically need to dodge
Parry.
or parry.
Yeah. So I
Because
just
if you
click on
get
hand
worse
weapon.
than- because if you get worse than minus 7 success levels, he will win.
But there's a chance that
Yeah.
you could do something with your parry as well.
Not sure I can actually fail that much, but I just click on hand weapon, don't I, to parry?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought I did. Challenging. Okay.
Well, you win. So you parry his blow even with a 97. Elgast, you're up.
On this, I'm in range of the wolf, but I'm not really, am I?
Yeah, you can attack the wolf if you want. The wolf is effectively barreling into Volquin with a rather excitable looking goblin on its back.
I'll finish this one because technically I'd have to move. I'd say I'd need to move nearer. The wolf, because the wolf is 4 squares. It looks bigger than it is. Yeah, I'll try and finish off this guy.
Okay, so that's pretty good. He's going to try and parry you. And what did he get? Oh, you still win. Right, roll a critical. Damaged artery.
It doesn't sound good.
That's a leaker.
Well, he gets 4 bleeding conditions. He's at 0 wounds anyway, so he's dead. Okay. So you cut into him, hacking into his left arm, slicing across an artery.
Can I move forward a bit or backwards?
You will burn. Yes, I'll let you do that without losing any advantage.
I was going to say I'm disengaging or anything. I'm moving nearer the wolf is what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
go for it. Go move. Show me where you're moving. So you're not disengaging from the wolf. You're just kind of
No, I'm going to basically group up with
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Yeah. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, that doesn't cost you any of your advantage. All right, Ella.
There you are. Wow.
That's right where I was going to go. It's all right, go for it.
I charge this wolf.
Give me an athletics check, please. Don't miss.
Don't mess it up.
That's encouraging.
Challenging.
Average or challenge?
Challenging. Yeah.
Why are you targeting me?
I'm not targeting
Ella
anyone.
Blast is targeting Elgas, me,
Ella.
man.
That's an athletics check, so that might you might wanna.
If you don't fortune that, you're going to fall prone in the trees.
Yeah, I'm gonna fortune it, but I just don't know why I'm targeting.
Yeah, I don't know why you're targeting him either.
No.
Okay. Right click and reroll.
Wait, what?
Re-roll, not do that.
Oh shoot! I hit the wrong one.
Yeah, Rembrandt went against Ella Blast.
I don't know. I've just cut you in the arm.
That's a bit weird going on here.
Take 12 damage, Dart.
Yeah, I don't quite know what's going on there.
I targeted the wolf and then I untargeted the wolf and now I'm not targeting anything.
Well, you don't need to be targeting anything for your athletics.
I know,
roll.
I wasn't targeting anything in the first place.
Yeah, I know. Weird. I don't understand what's going on then.
So I'm
Rerolling.
re-rolling the. Wait, which one is it? It's that.
Athletics.
Yeah, just a normal athletic.
Yeah, challenging, please.
That looks better. Oh,
Yeah.
Now you can spend a point to make it a 0.
You can't do it twice though, can you?
no.
Oh, can you?
You can. You just can't do the same thing twice. If you look at your options, you can still use oh no, you can. You can use a fortune point to add +1 success.
Yeah, because that's a new roll compared to his other roll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just don't forget, if this is
So that means
well, don't matter. Yeah.
that was a roll and then.
It means you can charge. Yes, Dart. It means you can charge
I've
without.
lost 2 fortunes and my base fortune is what? Because I did it.
Your base fortune is 4, I think.
What's it,
Yeah,
fortune? I
yeah,
can't
4.
remember. Is it?
Oh, mine's 3. So
Oh, no.
yeah.
Main page.
Yeah, that's 3.
So it would be
Right.
2. So I've used up 2. Got it.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got 2 left.
But you can charge, yes. All right. You targeting the wolf or you targeting the goblin? There is a goblin on the back.
The goblin.
Okay. You probably can't touch the goblin, can you?
No.
It's hiding under the wolf.
Right, so I'll put the goblin there. But that would allow you to target the goblin, and you are in combat effectively with the goblin and the wolf.
Out of curiosity, being outnumbered, does the wolf and rider count as 2 targets or 1?
Would count as 1. No, it would probably count as 2 because the wolf can act independently.
Yeah.
But it's still a 3 to 2, so you're still outnumbering.
I thought it had to be 2 to 1 rather than.
Yeah, so it would be a +20.
I didn't realise it'd be any plus. I thought you had to have 2 on 1 to get a plus.
You got 3 on the wolf.
It's like 4 on 2.
Well, equivalent, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a +20. Which can be average.
Oh,
Beautiful Dart.
nice hit.
Okay. Goblin will
you knocked
try and parry.
That tree that's fallen down in the camp, That's hitting the goblin until it actually slams into it and knocks it over.
Goblin does not parry successfully. We'll take
14. Wow.
roll your critical.
What? Oh.
Roll a critical.
Oh,
Oh. Right.
He's think what goblin vomit smells like.
Um,
Kind of like Goblin.
Yeah,
Right,
it couldn't be much worse.
actually, again, you've done enough damage to kill the goblin, so the goblin is dead.
Oh.
But you knock it flying off the wolf. Okay. Lanwim.
right. Well, I was gonna move there, but what I'm gonna do now is move to there and take a shot at the goblin down here, the one just below the wolf.
Okay.
I think the wolf's too close now, isn't it?
You are well. The thing is, you're going to be firing through trees from there.
Well, in which case, I'll just take a shot at the wolf then, which means I'm
Okay,
just
it's going to
firing
be
through my
minus
friend.
10 because you've moved.
Yeah. Come on. Oh no.
Success. Marginal success.
Marginal success. So you will hit.
Oh, head.
The wolf will take 1 point of damage to the head as you thwack it into the wolf with your arrow.
Lovely.
Move into there. It's going to target Elgast. Sword on him. So I'll just do it the hard way for now.
Just pause the game.
All right. Swings at Elgast. Gets -7. Not looking good.
It says game paused. Am I going to be able to defend? There
Right.
we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not outnumbered, is it? It's just me.
Just
So
you. Yeah.
Nice.
You defend. Beautiful. Going to be racking up your advantages, which is nice.
yeah, I'm capped now. I haven't got
Yeah.
enough initiative to get it higher.
Okay. You won't necessarily see that, but the wolves are legging it. Volquin, you're up.
Okay. What I'd like to do is drop my bow
Yeah.
and draw my sword,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then attack the wolf.
Go for it.
Okay, so let me just go to combat and change. Actually, seen trappings, isn't? Is it trappings?
Trappings, yeah.
Need to. Hang on, I can't find. Oh, I see. Right, so click on that, and then combat. So let me just select the wolf, and then let's
It's
challenge
come off again. Come off
Sorry?
again. It's unchecked it again.
That's strange. Try again then.
There you go.
3 to 2 outnumbered.
So it's sword.
Uh,
and it's
It's off
challenge.
again. It's come off again.
What? I don't know why it keeps coming off then.
Neither do I. Yeah, it will count as an easy attack because it's not 3-2. It would be 2-1. So because you've got the goblin in there as well, that's distracting Elgast. So it would be an average attack.
Average. Okay.
Yeah.
Sword.
It's off again.
Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Okay.
It is registering it at my end, so there's just something going on with the visuals.
Yeah.
It's going to try and dodge.
I was going to re-roll that. Is it? Oh, okay. I won't re-roll.
Well, he's beaten you, so re-roll it. Sorry,
Yeah, we'll go with it. Yeah.
Was that you'll go with it, or you'll do a re-roll?
No, I'll just go with that. So I'll just leave it there.
Cool. Okay. So as you swing at the wolf kind of steps back and kind of snaps his jaw at you. Okay, so this goblin. This goblin's just going to fire a shot at Ella. Ella is in the trees, so it's going to be -30 because it's firing into the trees and into. Actually, no, he's not. Not this one. He's going to go 2, 4. And move to there. Okay. Okay.
So I've got half movement through trees, right?
Yeah.
Still about as much use as a chocolate teapot then.
Yeah, I'm going to be spending a couple of turns fighting my way through trees.
Yeah, I shouldn't have followed you. I should have gone straight down.
I don't worry too much, Alan, because you'll get there just in time to hit them on the head and kill them.
Well, that's fine, right?
Just get your pom-poms out and cheer us on.
Now hang on.
So
Stereotyping there.
Oh, no, it's bored. It's all the talky thing that's...
It's not. It's enjoying it.
See what you
The
did there.
See what I did,
AWD.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The goblin is the wolf is running away. Does it have? Yes, it has advantage. Just remind myself how this will work. Okay. Okay. So, anybody in this melee not got advantage?
How do I know if I've got advantage?
Auckland won't
go
help
to
with it because he
combat.
just missed.
Auckland doesn't.
Go to my
I do.
Elga does.
Oh.
I
Ella
don't.
does.
Oh, I
Okay.
do.
Ella does. So Ella and Elgast, you both may make an attack against the wolf
Okay.
as it turns to run. Volquin, you can't because you don't have any advantage.
Okay.
I'm going to let it run.
I'm not.
It's a free attack.
Yeah, but I'm not killing a wolf.
You're going to let it run, okay?
I will read all that.
It's a free attack that's not opposed, so you still do damage. 9 damage, less 4 is 5 wounds. Okay. All right. So it's going to do to there. It's 2. You're going to move to there. Okay. So at that point, I think we'll call it a night. It's getting late. Top of round 4, as combat continues. We'll continue with the fight next week and the resolution.
Okay.
Cool.
There you go.
Awesomeness.
All right. Some nice combat there.
Finally getting my sword arm in. It seems to be working now.
It definitely seems to be working. And see, look, it's gone 10 o'clock and my light has gone out.
It's like
So I hope
tipping-
you enjoyed
tipping
this
phone.
evening.
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
We
thank
will,
you.
we will bring this to a conclusion next week with some interesting things happening.
And it's on to the actual campaign.
And it's on to the actual campaign, yes.
What's
Yeah.
the actual campaign going to be called? Like, this is Uber's Adventures. What's the
It'll be the enemy within.
Enemy Within? Fantastic. I just want to put a
Enemy
new.
within, part 1.
I just want to put a new
Um,
screen up.
What shall we call tonight's episode?
No, we're not doing music ones, are we? So the last one was Milk Run.
No, that's one.
Paint Your Wagon. No.
Paint your wagon. There you
Yeah.
go.
Needs a new paint job.
Because it was you've damaged your wagon
That's
and
right.
scuffed it, and you've got a purple wagon that you might want to paint. Paint your wagon works fine. So usual time next week. I'm around. Anybody not around? It's Thanksgiving, not for us, but if anybody's going to be celebrating Thanksgiving because they're weird, let me know.
I'm out next week, Zed.
Oh, you are
You
right.
are
You.
next week. That's fine. I can carry on with Kay for you.
So were you
No
just
problem.
admitting that you're weird, or
No. Oh, next week's your
Friends
event
do.
with friends, right?
For me, yeah.